At the mouth of the Charleston Harbor, you'll find Fort Sumter. The only way to visit the fort is by taking a paid ferry from the Fort Sumter Visitor Center or Patriots Point. The ferry operates 362 days of the year. For most of the year, the ferry departs from the Visitor Center 3 times a day and from Patriots Point 2 times a day. During most of the winter months, though, there are only 2 sailings from the Visitor Center and 1 from Patriots Point. While tickets can be purchased in person, it's best to purchase them online ahead of time to ensure your spot on the ferry. If you sail from the Visitor Center, you can explore several exhibits about Charleston's Civil War history. If you sail from Patriots Point, you will have a great view of the USS Yorktown, an Essex-class carrier from World War II. The ferry has 3 decks. The top deck is open to the elements and a great place to get panoramic views of Charleston Harbor. The second and third decks are enclosed and feature seating, toilets, and a place to purchase snacks and drinks. As you head out to Fort Sumter, you will have great views of the Charleston skyline. On your way, you will pass Castle Pinckney, a fort built around 1809 to defend Charleston during the War of 1812. Several days after South Carolina ceded from the Union, Castle Pinckney became the first federal installation seized by a Confederate state. After the First Battle of Bull Run in Virginia, the fort was used to imprison captured Union soldiers from New York and Michigan. Soldiers seen here relaxing in the fort. In 1863, the fort was retrofitted as an artillery post, with its walls reinforced with large earthen mounds. The fort returned to Union control in February 1865. After passing Castle Pinckney, Fort Sumter will start coming into view. On April 12, 1861, at 4:30 a.m., the first shot of the Civil War was fired on Fort Sumter. After 34 hours of shelling, the effects of which can be seen in these photos, the fort's commander, Major Robert Anderson, surrendered, miraculously without suffering any loss of life. As you dock at the fort, you will see a shell of its former self. Once docked, you will have 1 hour to explore the fort. Keep in mind there are no public restrooms in the fort, so if you need to use a restroom, you will have to return to the ferry. After Major Anderson surrendered the fort, Confederate forces took over. Here they can be seen assessing the damage caused by their siege. As you enter the fort's courtyard, you will see the damage caused during the Civil War, as well as additions made to the fort in the decades following the war. Throughout the fort, you'll find various guns that would have been used during the Civil War. As you explore the ruins of the fort, you will come upon a gun port where you will see a Union artillery shell still lodged in the brickwork, a haunting reminder of the danger faced by those defending the fort. This was one of thousands of Union shells that bombarded the fort between 1863 and 1864. This bombardment turned the fort into a pile of rubble, as seen in these photos. To learn more about the fort, you can visit a small museum that details the fort's history during the Civil War. The museum features various exhibits including dioramas and artifacts, including the types of shells used to bombard the fort during the war. In this spot at the end of the war, 4 years after surrendering the fort, now General Robert Anderson returned and held a ceremonial re-raising of the American flag. The U.S. military continued to use the fort until it was decommissioned in 1947. Now the fort serves as a tangible reminder of one of the greatest conflicts in U.S. history. It stands as a testament of the brutality of war and the resolve of a people to reunite and build a nation for all. For more information about the ferry and the fort, please visit the links in the video's description.